in order for me to do this and do something that's gonna be a lot bigger for the future, I'm not at his baseball game.
Right.
And so I'm telling him, son, I'm not gonna be at your next game because I gotta go do the parking. And he understand that that's a sacrifice, but because he read this book, he really understand why the sacrifice is being made. So those are still sacrifices that we have to still do today.
And I can imagine that you instill in him that mindset too, of what sacrifice is, even if he hadn't read the book.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he might have felt a little way for a minute, but he know like daddy going to go handle some business that's not just for him, but it's for this whole family unit, right?
Yeah.
You know, and that's a great example for him growing up, you know, to be a young man and a man or whatever in his own family and just himself as an individual. I think that's super important, especially for today's children, because I think a lot of society is controlled with the media. So, you know, like how you were saying, you went from, you know, listening to No Limit or whatever, you know, music you was listening to something that was more positive and that was educational on some type of level to pour back into yourself. Because, I mean, we really are what we digest, and not just food-wise, but, you know, what we see, what we're looking at, what we're hearing, you know, what our habits, you know, on a day-to-day. It all makes a difference. And so that's why I think that this book is also super important for the younger generation. But let's say for the younger generation that still might not quite get it or understand it, what would you say to them, or what other way do you think that you can convey it? Because we know it's important for them to get it, these principles, because it's not just, we just ain't talking. Like, this is like literally foundational principles that you would take forever.
Why don't we take a step back though? How about we allow them to say what the process is? Because we're getting nitty gritty. We're in the nitty gritty, but just give us what the process is. What process are we going through? What process are we respecting? Tell us.
Yeah, that's good.